And we're live.
And we're live! It's alive!
I can see you saying that many times during this game.
Oh, it's going to happen.
Okay.
Oh, dear God.
Okay, so we are playing the Cypher system, and we are running a game based on the Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell TV series and book. Excellent book if you care to read it, and a great TV series. So let's get started. So we're going to... The camera zooms in on the streets of York in the early morning of December the 21st. There's snow on the cobbled streets. There are a few people wandering around, doing some early morning shopping. And we go through the Shambles, a tiny old street leading our way towards York Cathedral, or York Minster. As we look on the cathedral, we see a beautiful structure with crenellations and a beautiful gold pattern to it. It's stunning in the morning light, in the weak morning light. Snow on the ground and on the steps of the cathedral. You can see a pattern of footsteps leading inside. As you walk past the doors, you turn back to look on York as it still, for the most part, sleeps. And you walk inside the cathedral, and it is quite busy. There are people everywhere, walking around, talking to each other, most of them with books in hand, drinking cups of tea. And they all have a certain earnestness to...
Did someone say tea?
Oh, yes. There is tea. You all have tea. It would be a crime not to have tea.
It would.
But yes.
Come, Adam, have some tea. No, you must have the tea. It's impolite. No, don't knock the tea down on the ground.
As you look over, you see a certain... describe yourself, Victor.
Well, I'm in my mid-30s. Though you wouldn't know it because my hair is all frizzy and white, the byproduct of getting electrocuted one too many times. Standing beside me is a large and very intimidating-looking assortment of stolen flesh. I call him Adam. I'm trying to teach him to be a good man. Sometimes he strangles things. Sometimes that's a good thing, but he needs to learn when to strangle things, and that's what I'm trying to teach him.
Excellent. How is Adam dressed? Are you hiding the fact that he's a golem, or no?
Yeah, I've got him pretty wrapped up and all that. I don't want the pitchforks to come out again. I got chased out of Israel just a few months before, had to burn a lot of my work. Adam almost had to get burnt, but thank God for rivers.
I think you could probably introduce him as a French cousin, and no one would really bother him.
He smells like a French.
Yeah. All right, and so what, you're trying to teach him how to drink tea?
And be a gentleman, yes. He keeps knocking it to the ground.
Well, that's foreigners for you. All right, and we look in the corner and we see a figure dressed in black who somewhat merges with the shadows in a slightly unsettling way. John, what does your character look like?
Yes, I'm wearing a long black coat, black boots, short black top hat, and I'm in the shadows, but very close to Maggie. Mm-hmm. And I'm, as soon as she says anything, I always can hear it, and so I'm just ready. And I'm watching everyone else. I'm keeping my eye on this French man who doesn't know how to drink tea. I think that I want to make sure that Maggie doesn't get too close to him. He looks rather odd.
Excellent. All right, and Maggie, what is your character doing?
So my character is beside John. What is your character's name again?
Childweight.
Sorry. standing beside Childway. I'm a woman wearing pants and a blouse. Not really normal for the times. And I have a rather large sun hat, sort of brown hat on. And I am definitely observing what's going on with the crazy looking man and his weird large friend.
There's a large crowd of, or at least 30 or 40 old men who are the original members of the society before all the new crowd who could actually do magic joined up, and they are to a man giving you just a filthy look. They cannot believe that A, a woman is here, and B, that you're wearing trousers.
For real. I notice them out of the corner of my eye, but I ignore them.
Okay. All right. And Evan, what is your character doing?
My character stands very tall at 4'11", has wonderful frizzy, large green top hat that makes him stand at about 5'8". A half cup. He prances around seemingly anything else around him, unaware that he may or may not be spilling other people's tea.
I see. Interesting. All right. And Ryan, your character. As I imagine you're wandering through the door, just slightly late.
He's very quiet.
Ryan?
He's got us muted right now.
Oh, sorry about that. I had forgotten. I was munching on chips. So yes, as I walk in, I'm kind of one of those completely out of odds people. Like when I open the doors, like everyone stops and looks at me, and I'm like, I'll just be over here, and I like try to clumsily get tea and drop it and fumble and curse and mumble and I'll clean it up. Everybody just like I am completely and totally awkward in a large social setting.
See, Adam, a bigger fool than you.
But I mean, the way he's dressed, or the way I want you guys to like envision him, would be something like let me open image in your tab. Would be something like this. Google and post that in. Something like that, like very dashing, almost roguish looking, but when it comes to social interaction, a complete and total putz.
Excellent.
So like a Brandon Fraser character.
Almost, yes, almost like lovable in an affable sort of stupid way, but you can't understand some of the things he does. And like when he starts going around, he's very inquisitive and what makes him so strange also is he tends to stare at things for an unknown amount of time, and then like sometimes he'll take out a magnifying glass, or sometimes he'll take out like this little gem, put it to its eye, and like inspect the object through this gem up close to his eye and mutter weird things to himself.
Excellent. And wrapped around your arm is a black armband on which are the heads of 5 white dragons, signifying that you are a representative of the Cinq Dragons, the magical court. All right. And Oki, we will introduce your character very soon. All right. So, as you're wandering around and everyone's drinking tea, and there's a sense of excitement. There's a group of 3 or 4 men all in the center of the room, and they are they're working together. They've got books on a small table, and they're passing books back to other people and asking questions, and they're writing things down, and they look generally as though they've been there all night. And one of them leaps up and says, "We've got it. We've figured it out." And everyone stiffens and sort of moves closer to the table. He leaps up and says, "We have found a way to get to the King's Roads."
Ooh.
And everyone is feeling very. Everyone knows what that is. That has been the aim of the society for a while now, and no one really thought it was going to happen. But this man believes he's done it. Most of you who are members of the society know this person as Richard Smallwise. He is. He was a baker until a few years ago, when he discovered he had a major magical aptitude, and he joined the society and has made great leaps and bounds in his magical prowess. Though most of the members of the old society do not like him because who wants to take their lessons from a baker? But he's got it this time. He does. He looks up at the society and he says, "I found a way to get to the King's Roads, but we have to send someone now. Who would be ready to go this instant?"
I volunteer.
Okay.
And how close?
I was getting supplies for the event.
There, tea there.
How close to him am I?
I'd say you're seated probably at the end of the long table where they've been working, probably with your legs up on the table, leaning back on your chair,
Yeah,
in a specifically calculated to annoy anyone who would be annoyed by that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say to him, I'm the best choice for the job. You know that.
I have Golem.
He looks at you and says, sure, right. Anyone who wants to go, now's the chance. We're not going to get this opportunity for a fortnight.
I'm right there with Maggie. Maggie, what's your last name? I shouldn't call you Maggie. I'm your servant.
Oh, I haven't thought of a last name.
But then again, she probably would insist that you would call her Maggie.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
I would.
But it does bother me.
Yeah.
Okay. Noted.
Smith, maybe?
Sure. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
I would my character would probably drop whatever he's doing like mid stride, probably shattering whatever it was that he was inspecting. Go, oh, me, and then like trip and fall on the rug, and then like skitter to a stop, like at the foot of the table, going, oh, me, while he's like on the floor.
Mm-hmm. This is the point where you remember that you actually have a warrant to the society. You have been sent by the Sanctuary Grounds, by the court, to have the York Society send you to the King's Roads because you have a magical mission in theory. You didn't realize that they didn't know how to get there until right this minute, but it works for you.
Right. So like I'm like trying to like on the floor clumsily pull out this like warrant of admittance. I'm like, right here. I can go.
Yeah, it's perfect timing basically. Okay. Or Mr. Top Hat. What was your character's name again? Sorry.
Mr. Top Hat, probably.
Mr. Top Hat leaps through the air, seemingly jumping through space and time. It's to the side of the man, tapping his shoulder, and says, "There's tea. I shall go."
He looks at you and says, yes, you should bring some tea. Right, okay. If you could all just stand on the far side of the table from me, I'll just get the equipment together and try and figure out where we'll be sending you. And yes, just talk amongst yourselves. And he's dismissing you because he's got his head in the clouds. And someone passes him a silver bowl and a pitcher of water, and he pours the water into the bowl. And you can see the water light up as it hits the bowl. And he draws lines in the water, and in the water and in each of the squares that he makes, a little picture of a place appears, and then he's he's kind of, it's basically like a touch screen on an iPad or something. And he swipes away and the picture vanishes, and then another picture appears and another picture vanishes. And as he's doing this, he gets it down to one particular picture. And of course, you're all leaning in at this point. Yeah. And in that picture, you see a statue of a man in a suit of armor, but not a man. This is, he's got, what does he look like, Oki? Right. Okay. With
Sorry about that.
That's
I was
right.
muted. Yep. He's got like almost like a mane of twiggy-looking hair surrounding his head and face.
Okay. And
With some, yeah.
how is he dressed?
He has a very old-looking breastplate on, and it's sort of hard to tell because he's a statue, and it's all just sort of etched,
And slightly covered
in vines and other foliage. Yes.
Excellent.
I'm
Then he,
definitely excited at this.
Excellent. Richard Smallwise looks at you and he says, "Aha! Here is where I will be sending you. It's not too far, and I can find it again. So, be back in this spot in a fortnight, right? And then I can bring you back." This is the first time he's mentioned that it's going to be 2 weeks before you come back from Fairy.
And I immediately, like, since this big meeting is happening, obviously there's refreshments, and I immediately start grabbing supplies.
Yes. Yeah, you and others have been. He's got some of his own bread for you.
Good.
Supplies are being set aside. Each of you have been given a bag with some supplies in it. But it is assumed that you will find something to eat on the other side.
Is there nothing wrong with eating food in Fairy? I feel like that might be a bad idea.
Well, you don't know. I mean, very few people have gone to Fairy and come back. And Ryan will know that his character is being sent to the Society because a lot of people have gone missing in England recently, and they are suspected to be in Fairy.
Whatever you do, if you find a vial that says "eat me," don't.
Aww.
I don't like men telling me what to do, so
Well, feel free if you want to eat the tea and crumpets over there, do so. I do have some experimentation I'd like to observe.
I
Okay.
ignore him.
So, yeah, Richard, he looks at you all and says, are you all ready?
I look
Yes.
at Miss Smith.
Of course.
Call her
Mr.
Maggie,
Top
but I
Hat
won't.
sips away at his tea. Sip, sip.
Adam and I are definitely ready.
Yes, I'm ready, and as you know, I'll be the first one to return back from Fairy.
I can imagine you, Maggie, pushing forward to be the first one to enter Fairy.
Oh yeah.
I'm right behind her.
Excellent. Okay. And Smallwise the baker, he says a long string of Latin interspersed with Welsh and Gaelic, and rain starts pouring from the ceiling, but not everywhere, in the shape of a door.
Ooh.
And the door opens before you, and you see a gust of wind flies in, and it doesn't. It smells different than what you're used to. It smells kind of like a field of flowers, but dead flowers. So there's that kind of musty smell to it, but a hint of sweetness in the background, and it's also significantly warmer. So there's that moment of just that jarring moment of not knowing, of everything being slightly different.
Smells like summer.
and you see before you the statue that you saw in the golden bowl or the silver bowl.
I go through.
I
Okay.
follow.
Hmm.
All right.
Anyone else?
I'll after Maggie goes through.
Anyone else?
After Maggie goes through, like I'll take like a book out of my backpack and like hold it over my head as I go through to try not to get wet.
Excellent.
Don't ruin the book.
Evan, how tall is your top hat?
Pardon?
How tall is your top?
How tall is
How tall?
are you with the top hat included?
With the top hat included, 5'8".
Okay. I will say that the others had to, some of them had to stoop a bit, but as you're wandering through the door, you, the top of your top hat bangs against an invisible lintel. And so you're kind of wandering, walking through, and your top hat is the last thing that everyone sees of you. All right. And
My character bends his knees a tiny bit as he walks, saying, "It's no problem.
Excellent.
Down here, up there, up front, down front."
Excellent.
I scream from inside the room, "You'll respect me when I return," and that'll be it.
By the way, Evan, do you have like I would imagine your character has the means of making tea on him?
Well, of course.
Possibly the equivalent of a magical kettle, or in fact a magical kettle with the means of creating
Sure.
water magically.
To make magical tea?
Excellent. Magical tea. I love it. Yorkshire tea, of course, because
Yes.
Anything else
Of
would
course.
be a crime.
Tea Grey, of course.
Oh, yeah. That works. That works. All right. So I think Jordan will be back. Okay. All right. So as you walk in through the door, you find York Cathedral is massive on the inside with huge vaulted ceiling. But as you walk out through the door, you're in an open space. And you find yourself, the sky is grey and seems to go on forever. And there is, you're in a cobbled courtyard, and at the center is this statue that you saw before, and behind him is a fountain. The fountain is dry and looks like it has been for quite some time. There are vines growing through the cobblestones, and every now and then you're wandering around and you find that a cobblestone will move under your foot, and I'm going to say that child weight, you put your weight down on one,
Yes.
and it drops through the floor and you see only sky below.
I point this out. Careful.
And as you look around you, you see that from this courtyard are many, many stone pathways and bridges leading in all different directions, but the mist around you makes it hard to tell where they lead. There's a kind of a bit like an Escher drawing, where you have pathways leading where they shouldn't lead, non-Euclidean pathways, basically. And if one of you walks over towards the edge of the courtyard and looks down, you see stone bridges below you going in various different directions. And everywhere, on every post, every lintel, almost every stone, there is a raven in flight. And you know that you are on the King's Road.
I kind of look up and mumble, and I had like a pen and paper handy, and I'm like, this is gonna take a while to map out.
Yeah. Any attempts to map this are going to be fraught with danger.
We do have to get back here in a fortnight.
That's true. While you're all standing there and getting used to your surroundings, you see that the You feel a rumble in the ground, and you look over at the statue, and you can see that it's starting to move.
Oh.
And okay, you're on.
All right. I slowly, when I feel my limbs start to be able to move freely again, I start to try to like straighten up and take a step forward, and I fall.
I draw my weapon.
Excellent. Okay,
And
is your skin stone-like, or is it becoming more flesh?
it became a little more, but I still look pretty much like a statue.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with Maggie on this one. Like, I draw my pistol and I point it at the statue, and I stare at it intently, like doing my whole sense magic ordeal.
And then as I stand up, I realize that there are a gathering of people in front of me.
Okay.
And then I awkwardly remove the large two-handed hammer from my bag.
And for Jordan, we basically just a description of the King's Roads. You're in a courtyard, and beyond there are various pathways leading out. And someone stepped too hard on a stone, and the stone fell through the floor. And there's just sky below you.
I scream out at the statue man, "Are you a street performer?"
Am I a what?
A street performer. I have no coin for the likes of you.
He's a what?
I
He's a
shake my head in confusion, and a twig kind of unsolidifies and falls off.
I just stand there confused.
And what are your features? Do you look like the fairies we know about?
That would depend what fairies you know about. But yes.
At this site.
Most fairies
Mr. Top Hat.
are human. If with only with very very clear skin, very very frizzy hair, and maybe slightly cat-like eyes, that kind of thing.
Right.
That's how they appear to humans. But in their own realm, sometimes they are more. They may have some fur on them. They may have claws instead of fingers. They're it depends on whether you're a more feral or a more human type of fairy.
So, does Twiggy, does he look to be more statue or more human-like, fleshy-like?
Definitely looks like a statue. Like his skin, flesh is stone.
Okay, so like I take my pistol and I put it away, and then you see me like I whip back out I have like a little notebook and like pen, and I go over to Twiggy and I start like going around him, jotting down notes, like picking up his arm, like, oh, this is so well articulated. And I would mention to Jordan, it's like, look, it's just like yours, only better. I mean, this is so amazing how they were able to do this.
I say, leave him alone. And I walk up closer to him and try and see if I can see if he's conscious or hurt or what's going on with him.
Oh, I'm fine.
No, other guy. Tree man.
Twiggy. I take out a blank card and I draw Twiggy on it.
Okay.
See, like right now, my character is fully intent that this is an automaton, not a
Not an actual person.
Yeah, I'm fully some sort of guardian or guide. Look at like I was like, well, guardian, what's your purpose? What do you
When you
doing
get
here?
when you get a little too close, I just reach out with one finger and push you back.
I laugh.
Excellent.
And there's quite a
I like-
lot
I
of
t-
force in that one finger.
Yeah, I take his finger and I kind of shake it with his hand. I shake his whole finger with like my fist. Like, this is a very odd way of greeting people.
Does the finger move, or he can't? As he tries to shake it, is it just solid there?
Yeah, it's just I'm like trying to shake his finger, like trying to like shake it like you would shake a person's head, but completely and totally like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's totally awkward the way I'm doing it.
Whoa.
Oh God. Oh, ow. My ears.
Yeah.
Yabba dabba dabba doo.
Everything okay, Evan?
He's multiplied.
He apparently killed the internet, and it was.
There we go. Sorry, no, audio wasn't working.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Jordan.
And I got it working.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think Jordan has the same problem.
All right.
Do we cast any shadows?
You do not actually.
Good question.
Is there
I think you should all follow me now.
Who are you and what's your name?
You can call me Twiggy.
Okay, Twiggy. Why are we following you?
I believe I should introduce you to my master.
Is he a good man or woman?
I am unfamiliar with those terms.
Is this a righteous being that you're going to introduce us to?
Sure.
By the way,
We have a guide.
okay, all fairies addressed humans as Christians because the first that they ever encountered were introduced themselves as Christians. So no matter who introduces themselves, all fairies consider people to be Christians.
My character is still under the assumption that Twiggy is just a fairly sentient automaton or golem. Like I look at Meg and say, "See, look, a completely harmless golem."
Not all golems are harmless.
Okay,
he's
Ryan,
fairly harmless.
I think that deserves an XP. So one for you and one for somebody else.
I'm gonna give one to Maggie since we're both going at it.
Woo.
Excellent. Okay. I'm going to say that Childway,
Yes.
you fail to notice that the vines around your feet have actually snaked around your right foot. This is a GM intrusion.
Okay, I accept.
Excellent. So one for you, one for somebody else.
Okay, one for Top Hat.
Excellent. As you're standing there watching all this going on, the vines snap closed, and you feel yourself being yanked towards the edge of the cliff, at the edge of the courtyard.
I throw myself prone and trying to grab a hold of the cobbles with my fingertips before I go over.
Make me a level 3 speed roll.
Okay.
Does the top hat have enough time to lunge to the ground?
Yeah, definitely. You'd be able to. You could grab onto his arms and be an asset in his favor.
Oh, that's good because I make a level 2, but not a level 3.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So you managed to. You've got a hold of him, Top Hat, but he's still being pulled.
You haven't had enough tea. Get back here.
I have some pikes and a hammer. I'm gonna run over and try and stake the root or the
Okay.
vine behind him.
Okay. As you're running over, you feel the ground beneath you is kind of shifting. Possibly too much weight on that end.
Oh no. So I can feel like I'm starting to fall through the floor, is what you're saying?
You do. You start to feel as though you fall through the floor.
Oh gosh.
Donald, protect me!
Jordan, just sleep in there.
I'm shit. I'm just gonna hold on to the vine and
Okay.
hope.
Wait. Have we ever considered offering the tea to the vine? Maybe the vine just wants to drink.
So Mr. GM, I see one person wrapped in vines being pulled over, but kind of halted by our top hat, and Maggie is now falling through the.
She is. And yeah, XP for you, Megan.
So I'm going to quickly. I have some rope in my backpack. I quickly take the rope out and I tell the golem, "Quick, hold on to this!" And like I tie the rope around my waist and I dive after Maggie.
Was that
Okay.
a jam intrusion?
It was indeed.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll give the other one.
Which
to...
golem is he throwing the rope to?
Not yours, Jordan. The
Okay.
Twiggy.
He
Okay.
thinks a new
Adam.
character is a golem.
I have yet to be proven otherwise.
It's true. He did use the word master pretty freely.
He did. See, so and with my limited experience in magic, anything that calls someone a master is clearly a created animate object.
Okay.
Excellent.
Well,
And,
as a servant, I beg to differ.
And Evan, not to inform your character, but your character being British and this being a dangerous situation, the clear answer is to make a cup of tea.
Exactly. And then offer the cup of tea to the vine. Maybe the
So-
vine just wants to drink.
I guess
Adam, that's just crazy enough it might work.
with one hand I'll grab the rope that was just thrown at me, but
Mhm.
with the other, not really realizing what the rope is for, I will use entangling force to catch Maggie.
Yes.
Okay. So how do you? What does that look like?
Do
Well, it
not
looks
say
like-
vines. Do not say vines.
You know that would work.
That is exactly what it is, though. But they're not green vines. Mine are more like a
Red.
like the
Poison ivy kind of vine?
Poison, stinging nettle.
the real brown, ropey looking. They look like, like they're covered in bark.
Oh,
we
yeah.
see here in the States.
So more tree roots than
Yes.
vines.
Yes.
For the purpose of the spell Shatter, would vines count as a solid material?
They would. It would basically be you would cause them to splinter rather than shatter.
Okay, I'm gonna cause the vines wrapping up. I don't remember who's wrapped up, but I'm gonna perfect. I'm gonna shatter them. So I'll spend one.
Okay. All right. John, you feel the vines let go quite suddenly, and you're pulled forward just as the stones beneath you fall away.
All right, and I look over at Miss Smith. What, is she still here?
I'm entangled in a bed of vines.
Okay, but you're not falling off this area.
And I had heroically tied myself off to the golem and dove for Maggie.
Great.
Excellent. So as you find her, she's wrapped up in what appear to be the roots of a tree.
Okay. I'll start. I'll like take my sword out and I'll start like hacking away at it, jungle style.
No, the roots are what's holding her.
Yeah.
I've. Oh, of course. Oh. Well,
Oh,
let me-
so
Dynamite says no.
I told you I was slightly awkward at social interactions. I technically think this counts. I'll save you. No, stop.
I think. Uh-oh.
I'll
I'll
say,
try.
pull me out of here, you idiot.
I yank on the rope to pull him away.
Yeah, I could imagine him having a go at the vines and you, Oki, going, ah, oh, ow.
It was like so like I like
Alright.
get halfway there, I start kind of like hacking, and all of a sudden, exit stage left.
Excellent.
I'm gonna grab the roots and start pulling them back towards where we first met Twiggy, trying to get Miss Smith out of danger.
Please say they're successful.
Okay, sorry. Run that by me again, John.
I'm going to grab the roots and pull them back to where we first met Twiggy to get Miss Maggie Smith out of danger.
Definitely. You are successful.
All right.
It's there's no real resistance since they're not trying to attack her.
Right.
Great.
Okay.
So now
This
I'm
is a
like,
dangerous place. Maybe we should move.
yeah. So
Yes. If
so
anyone, sorry.
no, go ahead.
If anyone would like an insight, that's 3 intelligence, and I can give you basically a clue.
3 intelligence.
Yes, not modified by edge.
Damn it.
Not modified by edge.
I'll take the 3 points of intellect drain.
Okay, and this can happen at any point you guys feel like you want to know something, and you can ask me, a direct question.
Okay.
So if you want to do that, Ryan, or if you want me to just give you something, then it's up to you.
I would probably ask, what caused the environment to become hostile?
Oh, the environment is hostile because of the lingering magic of the King of Lost Hope, the fairy who shut
Lost
up all
what?
the doors. Lost Hope. All the various lands in Fairy have very whimsical names. Lost Hope is one of them. And he was a very, very powerful fairy, probably the most powerful that has been around for 400 years or so. And some of his magic is still lingering around, and he discouraged visitors to Fairy.
Okay, I will assume I kind of know this from my magical theory history training, and I will relay that to the group.
Okay.
It's like, oh, I know what's going on.
Okay.
Perhaps we should follow Twiggy since he is a native.
Yeah. So
He
Twiggy,
might
do you
have less resistance.
Yeah, Twiggy, do you have a safe way to get us to your master, whoever that might be?
Oh, by the way, Ryan, this might be a good point to let you know that your mission is to find missing people. The others are here on an exploration mission, but
I was specifically here to find individuals. Okay.
Yes. Which I don't think you've let any of them know yet.
No, I have not.
Okay.
I simply presented my certificate of I don't want to say trespass, but passage into the fairy realm to the board of operators.
Mhm.
Well, how far away is this master?
And who is he? Twiggy.
I'll kind of look at I think that was even. I'm like, I don't know if distance operates the same way in the fairy realm as it does in ours.
I suspect not. Twiggy, lead on.
I do just that.
Okay.
So as we're walking, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, as we're walking, I want to ask Twiggy a few questions about this master of his. So Twiggy, where exactly are you taking us?
To Adiwad.
Adiwad?
That is correct.
That's the name of your master? Or
That
that's
is.
where he was.
Any of you, would any of your characters speak Welsh at all?
I doubt my character would.
Okay. It is.
I would say
My character My character is fluent in gibberish, and Welsh is virtually gibberish to the British.
Oh dear. Okay. Yeah. So you, as he pronounces that name, you recognize it as a form of Welsh. The name of Adewad Torwr. It is. It means promise breaker
Oh.
in Welsh.
You convey that information, Top Hat?
I simply convey that he might want tea.
I'm supposed to take all Christians to him.
Presbyterian, Catholic. Because Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe that Catholics are Christian.
Well,
Wait, would Mormons be a thing around this time? Because they're definitely not Christian.
Not yet.
Sorry
No.
if there's Mormons there, but that I love their shit. They are the best RPG players. But
Mormons really don't come into creation till Utah.
Yeah.
not a disclosure, right?
As far as the fairies go, the denomination does not matter. If you were to stand a Buddhist, a Muslim, a Protestant, and a Catholic all before him, he would call them all Christians.
Right.
do we know that?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm
There
just gonna-
there are writings about fairies, and that is one of the things you know about them. The other is that you should never trust them entirely.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
But there are, from where you are standing, there are two pathways leading out into the mist.
We follow whichever Twiggy wants.
Yeah. I'm gonna follow Twiggy.
Okay.
I'm not too sure. Adam and I are going to go on our own path. We don't really trust Twiggy. Call it Golem jealousy.
And the top hat will look at the two parties splitting off, smile, nod, sit down cross-legged, and sip his tea.
Oh my god.
Just imagine you all getting into a violent combat and all these epic things, and then where's Evan? Oh, yeah, still drinking his tea.
That happens more often than you think.
Yeah, all the time.
Excellent. It is a viable reaction to any situation.
It's quite noticeable that as I walk, I'm like having a hard time getting my legs and arms and body to move in the way that it should.
Mm-hmm. By the way, oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
By the way, Twiggy, you can see that there is in fact only one passageway. The other leads. You can see through the mist, and the other leads to a sheer drop. The one on the left leads to a sheer drop. The one on the right leads into where you want to take them. And the next stop on the way is the forest.
Now, Twiggy, you don't tell us that, do you? Or do you?
No.
The drop? No. Okay. We're just following you. We don't. We're thinking maybe Adam is going the right way, but
Damn,
guy's crazy.
Golem
He
really
doesn't know what
hates
he's
each other.
Yeah. I can just imagine all of you going to the right, the safe pathway, and then Adam just walking off to the left.
I have no idea that you guys don't know what I know.
True.
well, I'm just following our local guide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm following the after my brief, like, hey, watch out, the lingering magic from the last dead king still doesn't want us here. Let's follow the actual person that probably knows the safe way, not paying attention to other people that might wander off.
So Twiggy, what happened to you?
I did bad things. I was punished.
What did you do?
It was a long time ago.
Meanwhile, Mr. Top Hat grabs his hat and starts
For
running after the
Christians.
rest of the
Say again, Twiggy?
It was a long time ago for Christians.
Oh, right.
Excellent. And we'll get into.
Look, I'll take a look at Twiggy and go, how long ago were you created?
Created.
It's up to you how old you want to be.
How would I view years?
You don't really view them in theory, but you have a vague idea of how long has passed in the human world. So you'd probably be like 900 years old or something like that.
I've been petrified for the past 2 centuries.
My character, just his jaw drops, his like pen falls out of his hand, like the notebook falls out. I'm like, 2 centuries?
Is this a long time?
Let's see. No, a century is 100. Not, I'm thinking millennium. That's 1,000. Oh, okay.
Okay. As we're walking,
Mhm.
I take out my cards, and I use them to use my special ability of premonition.
Excellent.
Cost me 2 intellect points. And I want to learn one random fact about Twiggy.
Yes.
Has the Hatter caught up yet?
Yes, he's caught up to the group.
The Hatter will similarly use Ledger Domain
Mhm.
to try and steal one of the cards.
Okay, we'll resolve John's one first.
Absolutely.
So the one random fact that you learn about Twiggy is that the person who cursed him is the Raven King himself.
Ah. And I put my head next to Miss Smith's ear and say, he was cursed by the Raven King himself. It says so in the cards. Wait a minute, am I missing a card?
You are. The interesting thing about your cards is that you had a full deck of basically tarot cards, all in showing the various different houses and everything. But now in the top right corner of each card is a raven in flight.
Ah, and for some reason I just flip them. And is it like a flip book? Do I see the raven flying?
You do. In fact,
I showed
as
this
you-
to Miss Smith.
yeah.
Wow.
And as you're doing that flipping, they actually fly out of your hand and fly in front of you in a sort of spiral, and you can see it, the raven in flight.
Can I see it also?
Oh yeah, all of you can.
But is it skipping a frame?
It is skipping a frame. There is something missing about midway through.
Wonderful. My character giggled to himself, patting at his pocket and pulling out of the pocket
The
a
Knight of
cup of
Knives
tea.
I say to child.
is the card you have.
I say to child's way. You're a good man. Keep it up. And pat him on the back.
Are any of you able to, or any of you in possession of a silver bowl and water? Are any of you diviners who can, or scribes who can see?
Are you asking out of game or in context?
Out of game.
I would say I might be.
Sorry. Yeah.
I would say I might be, considering that my knowledge skills are magic law and divination.
I'd say that would really work for your character because, tracking, you want to find where someone is. That'd be the best way to go about it magically.
Yeah.
And
So I might.
out of character, I would point out that the tea kettle is in fact silver and always full of water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I'm sorry, Ryan, but it's got to be Evan.
That's fine. That's
Oh
perfectly fine.
snap! No, I was going to offer him the kettle.
Oh, okay. Work together. Perfect.
Ah, there we go. That works. Like maybe I don't know how to do the divination myself, or maybe I do. I just don't have the power to actually mechanically do the thing.
You could take the lid off the teapot and you can scry the tea.
There you go.
Oh, just mind you don't burn your fingers while you're doing it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, hot.
Okay. At any point you want to do that and try and figure out a little bit more about where you are or where you're going, that kind of thing, or even look for the people that you're trying to find.
Go ahead and do that. Okay.
Okay. So tell me a bit about one or two of the people that you're looking for.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
You're doing the triad.
Or if anyone else wants to suggest someone that's gone missing, that would be great.
I would assume I would have maybe a list or a documented list of like maybe this child from this mother. She'd have like a photo. Maybe I've got like a little briefcase or something where I keep all my missing person file information in.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's been about in the past 2 years about 60 people have gone missing.
So do you have
one of them was Tim Small. Tim Small is missing, and he's a little child, but he was gifted in magic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take child weights. Very good. Yes, that would be an excellent place to start. So I'll take the bowl, scribe it, and
like
we'll do a.
And I have a card that has a Tim's visage on it.
Okay. So I'll go about the process of doing a divination for this child.
Tim Small.
Tim Small.
By the way, John, out of character, are those the lovely icon cards from 13 Days? 13 days
They are. I have them on hand.
Very nice.
It's not really what Tim Small looks like.
Okay. All right.
So for the divination process, my character will plant his lips around the spout of the tea kettle and begin blowing to disturb the water just enough.
Excellent. Okay. What does it look like as you produce a vision on the water?
I would say it's hazy at first. It's almost, I would say, pixelated, like covered in fog, and then like I start to really concentrate on it. And like I keep wafting it because it's kind of like being at the 3D movie for the first time. You kind of accidentally like waft at stuff that like is in your way and it's not really there. And I keep wafting and wafting and wafting, and finally like it crystallizes into this perfectly clear, almost perfect reflection of. GM, take it away.
Okay. So, got a bit of an idea here. You, as you're wafting away at this, and Evan, you're blowing at the water. The steam rises from the pot, and you see the in a sort of hologram the figure of a small child. But he appears to have been basically cut in half.
Oh.
And he looks, but his eyes are staring at you, Ryan.
Oh, well, that's not creepy at all.
And Victor and Ash are missing all the fun.
Mm-hmm.
So in divination, do people know you're divining them? Are there ways to figure that out?
They would if they were alive.
So I'm like at perfect eye level looking at this completely disembodied, cut in half child.
Yes.
As soon as I see that, I kind of lean over to the right where no one is and go. I'll like try to hide the image from other people so they don't see it.
I took a look and because I was the one who gave you the image, and I was going, where's that poor little Tim? And then I look and the Small family. Oh dear.
Ooh. I'll take out my
much smaller.
I'll take out my I have a small notebook. And what was this kid's name again?
Tim Small. Good
Tim
for your
Small.
small notebook.
Tim Small. I'll take out out of my briefcase. I take out the folder for Tim Small, and I have like a little rubber stamp with an X on it, and stamp it deceased.
Oh, you just brought a deceased stamp just in case this happened?
That's a pretty fair assumption to make.
Is that your only stamp?
What if it's one of those stamps where you can change it around? So one side says deceased, the other side says might be all right. The next one says, no idea.
The rest mission just a casualty count.
Yeah, I'll look over at Childlight and go, well, you see, it is unfortunately the most common stamp used in my field of work.
I see.
And I imagine are you going through the list of names?
Yes, I'm going through the list of names, however many I can divine at a certain period of time, or that you'll let me.
I'd say it's about 10 or so names, and you, as you're going through the list, the next person is a woman. You see her; she's got, she has a flower growing out of her mouth and vines growing out of her eyes. The next person looks as though they've been bludgeoned to death. The next person looks as though they've been
deceased.
The next person looks as though they've been burned. And as you just go through the list, number 8 strikes you. It's a man in his 40s, and but his lips are sealed shut. There are no lips. His face is just solid apart from his nose. And
is he still alive?
He looks at you directly, like
Jesus,
pleadingly, and you can hear him mumble, and he looks into your eyes, but he is locked in. He is locked tight in a upright position. In one hand, he is holding a sword, and the other hand, he is holding a shield. But he's wearing the clothes of a doctor.
Okay. And I guess I'll look at him and say, like, we'll try and help you if we can. And then I'll like take the stamp around, maybe okay.
And as you're looking at him, it's as though it's as though you're looking at him through a camera, and it's as though the camera is taken away, and in front of you now is the vision of 2 eyes. 2 bright green eyes surrounded by extremely bushy gray eyebrows. And they're looking at you, and the eyes are slightly slanted, like a cat's eyes. And they look at you, and you can tell just from the side of the corner of the eyes, you can tell that whoever those eyes belong to, that person is smiling. And it does not look, you imagine it would not be a pleasant smile. And your vision is forcibly dismissed.
Oh.
And the teapot explodes.
Awesome. Okay.
Not actually, at least the teapot itself is okay, but the water explodes out from it in a steaming shot in all directions. Anyone near the teapot is going to have to make a speed roll.
Okay.
That's me.
Versus
I am...
2.
Would the top hat have to make a speed roll as he's blowing out?
Yeah, I'd say it would be harder for you to avoid it since you're blowing into the spout.
Oh God,
Level
poor
5.
guy. I'm trained in speed defense tests when I'm not wearing armor. DC 1. I rolled a 17 on roll 20.
I'd say you're doing all right.
And I rolled
a 16.
Okay, then you tell me what it looks like as you avoid the burning, the steam explosion.
I react rather quickly, and I have a shield, and I take the shield out and put it right in front of me, so it's less of a dodge and more of a hiding behind this shield as it explodes, and I see the steam on the shield surface.
And as he does so, my character quickly and deftly tips the teapot to the side, and as if by magic, in his other hand, he has 3 cups perched, pouring the exploding boiling water into the teacups.
Oh, I mean, we're not even one game in, but I think Evan, your character, is my favorite. You must have tea in every setting that we play. So please.
Yes. That's something he already does. You're gonna get that.
Riding on the back of a Tyrannosaurus Rex in predation,
Right.
sipping a cup of tea.
Yeah.
It's got to happen.
So after that horrible incident, I take my small briefcase, and you see me take like this giant stack of papers and go, well, don't gotta worry about those, and I put them in the back.
Okay.
I guess he doesn't want any tea. Okay.
You've still got quite a few names on your list, but yeah, you get the impression that trying to scry them is a bad idea. Okay, by the way, how do you react to seeing the eyes?
Not sure.
You definitely recognize them as being your master's eyes.
Oh. Okay. I didn't even realize I was watching this unfold. I thought I was walking and they were following.
Oh, it would. Yeah.
Got once.
Okay.
If you don't want to see it, then that's fine.
So does Mr. Top Hat
Yeah.
know anything about this?
The eyes.
About the eyes?
Oh yeah, you. Everyone who was watching the hologram, basically, they all see this. And the eyes look to each of you individually.
Oh.
Can I make a check with magic training to
Definitely.
see how the scrying was forcibly stopped?
Yeah, by all means.
Wonderful.
I have magic training. Can I assist?
Yeah.
And I rolled a 15.
+1.
Okay. Yeah, you manage it. You the magic was magic is kind of a question of force of personality. So the greater your force of personality, the more powerful the magic. So magic done in anger, in extreme rage, or done in the heat of battle is more powerful than that same magic would be in a calm situation. But also your own personal force of personality has to do with it. So the magic was curtailed by someone who lives and breathes magic.
So I skip up to the golem and I ask, was your master quite possibly a large black lady?
You're saying this to Twiggy?
Indeed.
No.
Someone's on mute.
Evan?
I'm not on mute?
Okay.
Question mark?
I think, okay, you responded no?
Yeah, I said no.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I missed.
Question mark to the DM.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Where are you going with that, Evan?
Nowhere.
Oh, sorry, you just... Okay. All right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get used to that. Half of what he says doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
Welcome to my life. Welcome to my life, James.
Okay. All right, so he walks up to you, asks you a very random question, and then just walks away, I'm guessing? Just satisfied with that answer?
Exactly.
Okay. Drinking your tea all the while. Okay.
Not this time. Not this time.
Oh, no, okay.
No.
Tea's off?
He's actually pouring his teacup back into the kettle this time.
Oh, dear. Okay.
I think it's horrible
Right.
British people there.
A crime against tea.
I was just about to ask for a cup, but not now.
Actually, Evan, is your character possibly in the same way that a new magical court has been established to deal with magical crime? Are you part of a movement to have crimes against tea censured in such a way?
I'm sorry. Was that a question or just stating the obvious? Of course. Tea is my life.
I can imagine you as a club of one. You know.
Oh, you
Hey! I've got a jacket. Okay.
Excellent.
Well,
And as
that's
far
not
as you're
half.
concerned, there are there are various people who commit crimes against tea every day. The worst offenders, of course, are Americans.
of course.
We put cream and sugar in the tea, right? That's how it's done, right?
Well, worse than that is a very particular event in American history where perfectly good tea was poured into the ocean. Also, in the future, you'll have to deal with, or at least your descendants will have to deal with the fact that if you ask for a cup of tea in America, you get a cup of warm water and a tea bag. No kettle in sight. No, no accoutrement.
I just take the tea bag, put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, and call it good. I mean, tea, right?
Oh.
Okay, you remember that crime against tea we were talking about right there?
That would definitely be in that category. Actually,
Yes.
that would be punishable by being hanged, drawn, and quartered, I would imagine.
Try having hot tea poured all over him.
Yeah, all the punishments are tea related.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, I know. Brisk tea. That's that soda, right? I drink that all the time.
Oh dear. Oh, we need to leave this subject behind before before Ryan is removed. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So the path is open before you. You choose to carry on.
So
I mean,
where's Victor and Adam? I'm gonna have to interject at this point.
okay. Where do you want them to be?
Well, I was going the other path.
Oh, okay. All right. So you completely missed all this.
Yes.
You're wandering down the other path, and you
Adam is, of
find,
course, going first.
as you turn a corner on this bridge, you find a body staked to the wall with basically it looks like an iron spike has jutted out from the wall and impaled this person. And it looks, in the clothes that they're wearing the clothes of a century ago, but their body is totally preserved. It's a man in his 30s or so.
I search his pockets. This is gonna be interesting.
You search his pockets and you find a small magical device, which we will roll for later.
Sounds good.
And as you look down this pathway, you see that there are other bodies lying around.
I don't know if I'm gonna have enough pockets in my lab coat if this is.
And each one of them has a spike directly through their heart. And further on, you look and you see that the bridge that you're standing on breaks away and falls to what would be the ground if there was one. And the further part of that bridge is a good 200 feet away.
I looked at Adam and I'm like, Adam, did I make you with a heart? I hope you didn't because you're going first.
You're sending him on?
Oh, I'm sending him ahead of me, of course. He is my trusty golem, and I have my fisticuffs, so his fists are bigger.
So as he as he walks onto the bridge, a spike shoots through his foot.
Oh dear.
And he doesn't feel pain, does he?
No,
Only
not
in that
really.
one foot.
He doesn't feel pain, but he does take damage.
Yes, he does take damage.
I would say that'd be 2 damage right there.
Okay.
And he's. Do you want him to carry on?
Of course. I'm going to step away from that spike, of course.
All right. As he carries on, another spike shoots forth and stabs him in the right arm.
Okay.
But same damage.
Where are these spikes coming from?
They're growing out of the wall,
Oh.
and
I'm
they.
going to assume that he pulls himself off and continues, and I just kind of step around the spike.
I'm going to. Okay. All right. They as you're wandering around, you see that Adam steps. His next step is on one of the bodies, and a spike does not go through his foot.
Oh dear.
So
New
he's actually.
plan, Adam. The floor is lava. The bodies are islands. We are going.
And if you choose to carry on, you can hit, basically hop from body to body.
Yes, I'm go. So do I? I'm gonna have to roll for Adam, or do you think he's not dexterous enough as a Frankenstein?
I think you're going to have to roll for him.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't choose an iron golem to start because he'd be playing like it'd be like stepping on frogs. Oh shit! Adam rolled a 1.
Oh,
yeah.
Adam.
Oh no.
GM
Yeah.
intended, Adam.
As he walks forward, the floor beneath him gives way, and without a sound, Adam falls through the floor.
Ah, damn it! I'm gonna need a new golem.
And
Good thing in a room full of bodies for parts.
I'm going to
That is
say
a
that
very good point.
I'm going to say that as you see him go, the floor leading to you starts to break away, and you feel yourself falling. GM intrusion.
Is that a group
Okay.
GM intrusion or just him?
That's for him.
Yay! So do I get both the XP or do I have to give one away?
You have to give one away.
Damn it.
I'll take it.
Yeah, no, not you, Mel. Ryan, I'm giving you one.
Yay!
Okay. And you feel yourself falling away. And as you fall away, one of the bodies that was spiked to the floor, his eyes open up and he looks at you and he says, "The Promise Breaker." And then that's the last
I'm going to
thing.
shatter the spike in his chest.
Okay. That's the last thing you do as you fall away. You see that body stand up. And you're falling, and we cut scene to the rest of the group.
Okay. Remind us of our situation. What do we see?
You basically Adam and Victor have walked down the other path, and you are going down the right pathway. Twiggy is leading the way, and it looks like the group consensus is that you want to go potentially find these people that are missing, or, well, Ryan still hasn't told anyone about that. So basically, Ryan, you've done the equivalent of turn on the TV and watch a murder mystery without telling anyone why.
I don't need context.
Who needs context?
I don't need context.
But it sounds like, Mel, you wanted to find this master of the other fairy, and John, you're going with us. So if that's what you want to do, then you can carry on. Twiggy, I'm going to give you the information, and if you choose to relay it, that your master's house can be found. Basically, fairy is divided up into sections, and they don't really make sense. But two distances away, two sections of fairy. There's a forest, something else beyond that, and then your master's house.
Okay.
So if you want to tell them about the forest, or you want to tell them, if you follow me, I can bring you to my master's house, then feel free.
Okay. I just say you have to follow me.
Are there any on the way to your master's houses? Are there any interesting people to meet?
People,
Beings?
quite possibly.
Ah, tell us about them.
They may have moved on by now.
Oh, who did we lose?
Mm.
Oh, no.
I think we lost Miss Smith.
Oh, yeah.
What would I know usually occupies the woods?
You would know that what occupies the woods are the whispering wolves. They are vaguely wolf-like creatures, but you never know whether you can have a conversation with them or whether they're going to try and eat you at any one time.
A whispering wolf! Watch out!
Mm-hmm.
That's my
That is what you
headcanon.
know.
That's my
Beyond
headcanon. That's what
that-
they sound like.
Mm-hmm. And then beyond that wood, you can find the oh god, I had a good name for it. I'll remember in a minute. But yes. So that is what you know of the woods, is that they are somewhat infested with potentially hungry, potentially conversational canines.
Does this part of the road, the King's Road, look similar, or anything interesting about this?
As you're walking, imperceptibly, the ground beneath you changes from stone to dirt, and you couldn't tell where the transition happened.
Right.
And instead of stone around you, there are now trees. Instead of endless sky above you, there are these tall, what look like pine trees. And you're basically going down a country lane, and it looks as though there are carriage wheel marks in the path in front of you.
Say, where do we get a carriage, Twiggy? I asked.
You could let them know that there are that there are many people who wander through this wood,
Lots of travelers come by here.
but not all leave.
I don't share that bit.
Okay.
I think that's after the scrying that's apparently evident to anyone that was looking that not everyone leaves.
All right. So as you're wandering through the woods, you the pathway wends in between the trees, and you come across a carriage, very like a gypsy caravan. Bright yellow with a red roof, and you see an old woman sitting on the steps in front of her.
I offer her tea.
She looks up and sees you and waves you all over and says, "Ah, fellow travelers, come join me."
I take off my hat to her. Looks like Maggie's back.
Sorry, guys.
Excellent. They've gone down a pathway and they've met an old woman by a gypsy caravan, and Evan has offered her tea.
Shocking.
Can I tell if this is a mortal or a Christian? Or more my kind?
Tell that she's a Christian, but she has the aura of having been here quite a while.
And is she selling wares? Is that what's going on, or
She is actually.
Oh,
she is.
She has the back of her caravan is open, and there are things dangling from the doors. They look like necklaces or wristbands, that kind of thing.
Okay, I'm gonna approach her and just say, Good evening, sister. Do you have some wares that might interest me?
Yes, actually. Are you interested in possibly the bands of Ray? They are very popular right now. Everyone's talking about them.
I use my magical training to see if they look like magical items.
They look rather like sunglasses, somewhat cheaply made.
Bands of Ray. Oh, gee. Yeah. Well.
How about those necklaces?
She says, look at the necklaces and choose the one that was made for you.
Ah.
Oh.
And
I go and pick one up.
Mr. Top Hat whips out the tarot card and plays around with it before randomly choosing one, saying, "Oh, I think this one was made for me."
as you grab the one that was in front of you, you realize that it is a necklace with a small teapot in silver hanging from it, and it has the aura of magic.
Oh, it's perfect for
I
me.
pick a necklace with what looks like a little clockwork owl on it.
Excellent.
Can I use my magic training to try and figure out what the necklace is?
You can indeed, but I'm going to let you know that these, since we're out of context, since this is probably going to be a 3-shot or so, I'm going to be handing out some artifacts. So these are in fact artifacts. They're individual powers. I actually kind of want to work out with you guys in between games.
Oh.
So as they're taking their my character is kind of standing back and he's using his the power that he has, sense magic. You can sense whether the supernatural is active in situations where its presence is not obvious. I study it closely for about a minute to get the feel of whether a mystical touch is at work, and then if I see that it's magical, I might ask the old lady, "What is the price?"
Ah, you wish to discuss payment. Well, perhaps you want to choose. Each of you choose your necklace first, and then we'll talk. We'll talk payment.
Can you describe the necklaces that are there?
Yes. Each of the necklaces, they're kind of indistinct until you grab one. The one that you grab is perfect for you.
Okay.
So I would
Do
say.
you want us?
Yeah, I
do you
would
want-
definitely go ahead and describe what it looks like for you.
Like I said, do you want us to describe that, or are you
Yes,
going
definitely.
to? Okay. I don't really know what would fit my character.
I think a binocular would fit your character,
Yes.
or a spyglass would fit.
Yeah, a spyglass. There you go. It's definitely a spyglass. Yes.
And then for you, Mel,
I have an idea. It could be like 3 nymphs holding hand in a circle, female nymphs.
perfect.
Cool.
All right. And as you, once the last of you, okay, do you choose to grab one?
Sure.
Okay. What does it look like?
Only out of pure curiosity.
Okay. While you're holding yours, it's still kind of formless. It looks maybe vaguely stone-like.
Interesting.
She looks at each of you and says, "Ah, now let's talk payment. Each of these necklaces is worth 3 years."
I will pay for myself and Miss Smith.
3 years?
Oh,
That's 6 for me.
6 years. A bold move, considering you don't have many left. She looks at you and gives you a look and says she knows what she's talking about.
Oh dear.
Your character's days are numbered.
They're a little more
Question.
numbered now.
Yeah, they are.
Are these 3 years of service or just 3 years to you?
3 years of life. And then as he says the 6 years, she says done, and you can see the lines on his face grow deeper, and the grey starts to trickle into his beard, and start to vanish, and her hair starts to go a bit fuller.
I say to her, what could you need other than years?
I already paid for you.
I know, but
She says, "Oh well,
I don't want to see you die."
I only take years."
Alright, my character offers out a teacup, and were she to peer inside said teacup, she would see the age taker.
Ah, she looks at
And-
you and says, "Ah, I see. Well, that is perfectly acceptable."
And you'll notice it's far more than 3 years, so can I pay for the rest of my companions?
She says, "This will cover all of you, thank you," and she gives you back your years, John.
Oh.
All in a rush, yeah.
My character is still kind of like he doesn't know what the hell just happened.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those scenes where you always wonder what you'll look like in a few years. Well, John, you've found out, and then you've gone straight back. Okay, we are going to move back to Jordan.
Ah.
Poor Jordan.
Your character is falling, and you can see Adam falling beneath you. But you start to slow down midair.
Adam, try to
And-
position yourself below me.
Stop
And
scaring.
he does. He does, and you, as you're falling, you basically land on his shoulders, and beneath you, you see spread out in what seems like an endless distance, a vast pile of mostly brown or silver objects. A lot of light is being reflected. And as you get close enough, you realize that you are basically landing in a sea of broken tables, broken chairs, wardrobes, silver knives, forks, spoons, teacups, tea kettles, broken mirrors, and various other knickknacks and things. Basically, it looks like a large collection of lost items. Lost and broken items.
I'm making a junk golem.
And right as though you, about 10 feet off the ground, your weightlessness vanishes,
That's good.
and you plummet forward, and Adam smashes into a wardrobe, and you land safely on top of him.
Awesome. Plan. Adam is a pillow. Has gone a go.
Excellent. And as you look around you, you see that there's just no end to this pile of junk, basically. And as you're looking, have you seen what is that movie? I'm really losing it today. That movie where they're all having they're all trying to enter other people's dreams. Came out a few years ago. Inception. Yes. The floor around you starts to curve up, and you can see it turns into basically you're in a cylinder now, and the ceiling is made of junk. The walls are made of junk, and the cylinder starts to move in a circle. And it looks like you're about to lose your balance, unless you, like a hamster in a wheel, you have to start moving.
Okay, so what do I have to roll?
I'd say just to keep your feet, you're going to need a level 3 speed test.
I got a 12.
Okay. Yeah, you're. Yeah, you're.
Do I have
good
to roll for Adam as well?
No, because Adam is part of the furniture right now. So.
Okay, good. I guess that's why he got a 1 then.
Okay. After that initial lurch, you are you're able to keep with the speed. It's not going too fast, but the world around you is moving. And while you're standing there, you can hear the rattling of knives and the rattling of furniture. And in the distance, you can see chairs walking towards you, walking over the bodies of other chairs and wardrobes. You can see a pair of chest of drawers walking in your direction. It's drawers opening menacingly.
As they
And
do.
I'm gonna have to start shattering.
You're going to cast Shatter?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you attacking the chest of drawers?
Whichever animate object is closer to me that isn't Adam. Don't want to
Okay.
shatter.
Yeah, then I would say we're dealing with as you're standing there, a pair of knives and forks fly up in your direction.
Okay, so I'll be shattering them.
Okay, level 1.
Okay. So I do 2 damage to the maul of shatter.
Okay, you break all but one, which the fork stabs into your shoulder, and dealing 2 damage to your might. And we will cut back to the group. So you've spoken to this old woman. She's taken your years, or she's taken the Cypher, and you've all been given unspecified artifacts. And she looks at you and she says, "Where are you going?"
We're going
Through the woods.
to meet this Adiwad. Have you met him before?
And she looks frightened. She says, "Why are you going to meet him?"
Because we have
Because we must.
to go.
Oh, Adewad Horror is not someone you want to cross.
Maybe we shouldn't meet him.
Why
Maybe we
would you say
should.
that?
He is. He likes to play games.
What sort of games?
He's with people's lives.
Quite like your games?
Oh, not like my game. You lived through mine, unless you're very old.
I see.
And she looks at you and she says, "If you're looking for him, then the path is that way."
Who
And she
who else is around here?
Hmm?
Where are
are you
other
asking
people
her?
to visit?
Oh, she says, I'm the last one. I come here every year or every few years in order to rejuvenate." And she tosses her hair. And she's now in her 20s or so.
Ah, looking lovely.
And before she was an old addled woman, and now she's in her 20s.
Yeah, she's looking. She's looking good.
Who gave the cipher? I forget.
Evan.
Evan?
Indeed.
Would you like a teleporter cipher? You just saved me 6 years.
Out of chat. What does teleport cipher do?
It teleports you to a place you can see.
How far
It
away?
screams shenanigans.
Whatever you can see.
Whatever I can see. Sure, I'll take it.
It's on page 362 of the core book. All right?
Sure, sounds good.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. And oh, by the way, I forgot to ask everyone. Does anyone have a cutoff time tonight?
No.
Maybe about like 10:30. I have to wake up at 5 a.m.
Okay. All right. Excellent. All right. And as you, as she points down the pathway and she says, the pathway you're looking for is over there. And as she points, a hole opens up in the air, and as it gets larger and larger and larger, you see an endless pile of junk and furniture. And in the distance, you see what looks very much like Victor and Adam fighting off a selection of used furniture.
I wonder.
I'm going to tinker with one of my ciphers.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my tinker skill to tinker with the mind restricting wall.
Mhm.
And what I'm going to do is try to make it like kind of like just a repulse wave.
Okay. To knock them back, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Definitely. How does your tinker ability work? Do you have to spend extra to do that, or?
So the way tinker is written, let me just pull the stupid page here. It's in technology, and I'm in Addict right now.
I'll look it up later, but
I've got it right now.
By all means. Okay.
So you make a device do something different from its original purpose. For example, a blaster becomes a bomb, a scanner becomes a signal booster, a music player becomes a battery for another device. The effective level of the modified device is 1 lower than normal, and the device is rendered unusable until repaired. So it'll happen basically as a level 6 repulsor.
Okay. All right. Then, yes.
Getting dirty.
All right. So, yeah, you are able to knock back all the furniture. What does that look like?
So I'm gonna say it's like a wave of almost like electrical magnetic energy,
Mhm.
and it just kind of pushes back all the furniture and unnerves my golem. I hope.
Okay. I'm going to say yes, that definitely happens. And as you were right before you used the cipher, the one of the mirrors that was in front of you had shattered, and the shards were flying towards you as lethal shards. And right as you fire up the repulsor, they get knocked back and they stab into all the furniture around you.
Nice.
But yeah, and the rest of you can see that he's just fired off this this cipher, and but the furniture is still going for him.
I
Are we rolling initiative for this, or?
I would say the way I like to run initiative is if any of you have played the End of the World RPG, they have someone chooses to go first, then they choose who goes next and who goes next and everything.
Huh.
And then whoever goes last can choose who goes next. So if you go last, you can choose to make yourself go.
I have a quick question. How do you like the End of the World RPGs? Because I have the Wrath of the Gods one. I haven't run anything from it yet.
Love it. I would love to run it anytime.
Beautiful. Oh my God.
I would love to end the world any day.
the repulsor wave, and then poor Victor Frankenstein under assault. My soldier instincts would kick in, and I would whip out my sword and shield and run full and charging. And I would probably whip out that stim itself with this stim. I don't know what the stim does though. So
okay. One thing I will note though is that one of you will have to choose that the enemy goes next. And because if you don't, then the enemy gets to the end of the choosing and can choose themselves to go first. So they'll basically get to go twice.
Interesting.
okay.
Yeah.
So I just cock an eyebrow at Maggie. Like, what do you want to do?
And then I want to know how I feel about. Do I trust the lady who said that this is the path?
I'm gonna say that would be an intelligence test.
Yeah, I have discern truth as a trained skill. Can I use that?
Definitely.
All right.
Level 4 or higher.
I make it.
Excellent. You
With my
get the impression that she is being truthful. None of what she said so far has been a lie.
Oh crap!
Okay.
Unlike everybody else here, she's truthful.
Yeah.
Well, she's
Might
human.
have to do with the fact that she's a human rather than a fairy.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right. So does that mean it's my turn now?
Yeah, Ryan, you ran in guns blazing, and then
I was gonna let Melissa go after me because it seemed that she had a pretty good idea what she wanted to do.
go for it.
Okay. I don't know that I actually do, but
Improv.
yeah, I'm just trying to see here. Speed boost.
By the way, Jordan, do you have any weapons?
Nope, I have my fists.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Okay.
so
I'm not even proficient with light weapons.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
think.
in the distance we see Victor Frankenstein punching at chairs and battling, having a life or death combat with a table.
Adam's got bigger fists, so that's why you let him.
Okay.
I have a cipher called Speed Boost. I'm not exactly sure what it does.
That's that real quick.
I'm sure it makes me fast.
It might just increase the next difficulty speed defense test speed boost.
Looking at
The
Add one to your
it's right
speed
above.
edge for an hour.
For 1 hour.
It's one speed edge for 1 hour.
Yeah, one speed edge for 1 hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Okay. How close is Victor from me?
Victor is he's about 40 feet away.
40 feet. Okay, I'm just gonna go run in there, and I have a crowbar, and I'm gonna take that with me.
Okay.
That would have been a good idea to grab.
Yeah.
I picked up the bare essentials for random spelunking. That's about it.
Great, now I'm singing the bare essentials. Or, sorry, bare necessities.
Oh,
The
God.
simple bare necessities. The simple bare necessities.
Are they going to tell you what's important to Victor? Stuff to build golems with, and paper to write stuff down.
I got everything I would need to try and escape a place, so.
Everyone who's rushing in, give me an intelligence, a level 7 intelligence test.
Well, I had used my stim. Will that apply?
Does it give you a step advantage?
Decreases the difficulty of the next action taken by 3 steps.
Okay, then yes, that will apply.
Okay. Is this an intellect test?
It is.
Okay. I'd like to apply a level of effort.
Okay.
I'm also doing that.
Do any of my trainings come in for this? Is involving identifying or understanding the supernatural?
It is. Yes, that will come into play.
I have
Okay.
magical theory.
Okay. Not in this case.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna fail this roll.
It goes from a 7
To
minus 3 to 4. So it's a DC 3 for me because and I'll apply a level of effort. So that takes it down to a DC 2.
Yes. Okay.
So I have
If you
to roll
don't beat
an
a 6.
18.
If you don't beat a 6.
Oh God.
I rolled a 6.
Oh, roll.
What did you roll, Ryan?
I actually rolled a nat 20.
Oh my
Well
goodness.
done.
You didn't have to do all that.
Well,
you get all your spent points back.
I get my spent points back, which is amazing.
Excellent.
Now my I would like to say that my major effect is when you solve a mystery, the target of your revelation is stunned by your dazzling wit, unable to move or act for 1 round, if that can apply.
It does actually apply. I'm not going to say
Yes.
that it is done so much as well, this is what you see. As everybody's running in, swords out, trying to help Victor, everyone's focused on Victor and Adam. But you look off to your right, and you see that out of the out of all the various furniture is a towering giant structure, vaguely man-shaped, made up of all this various furniture.
Oh, Victor
And
made that.
in one hand is a sword made up of thousands of knives, forks, spoons, and it has a head that is made up of of all the various different articles of furniture, but set where its eyes would be are two large mirrors. You're looking at basically a giant made of furniture.
So it's a furniture golem.
Yeah.
It is a furniture golem.
Break the mirrors.
It's exactly.
Break the mirrors.
Oh, so I see this, and I will point out to my comrades. I'm like, it's the furniture golem. That's what's controlling everything. Get it?
And as far as the major effect goes, it's going to take one round for it to basically materialize enough to start acting.
Perfect. Wow. I had good luck on roll 20. I'm so happy.
Okay. So what? As far
Barry stole my idea.
as far as initiative goes, who's next?
Do we pick or he picks?
You pick.
Believe
Or
Mel
whoever went last.
Mel,
Yeah.
Melissa was. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to cast encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to pick. Sorry. I'm going to give benefit to their attack tasks, and I'm gonna just say, get that dirty furniture golem. We can do this. He's nothing. He doesn't even have a brain, and just rattle on like that.
Okay. Yeah, we need some theme music for this. I'd imagine. I don't know. For some reason, the Lone Ranger soundtrack is coming into my head.
I know exactly.
You know.
right.
I know exactly the theme music we need.
Oh,
We've got the bare necessities.
No,
That
no,
song?
no.
Ah,
No. Got it. Here it is. I got it. Here it is. That right there. That's our theme music.
oh dear. What do we have?
It's a commercial.
Oh God, it's the Benny Hill theme.
Yep.
There we go.
I was really
Okay.
afraid. I was really afraid I was going to get rickrolled there.
I'm not that British.
And for you, Oki, you have a two-step advantage when dealing with this thing because of your fairy nature.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah. All right. So, Mel, that was you, and you encouraged everyone. Who do you want to go next?
I'll get.
If you want,
Cowboy
you can choose the golem now, and he's going to be stunned for this round.
Oh, okay. I'll choose the golem.
Okay. All right. And then Child wait.
Okay. As the golem looks frozen, I try to stealth behind it.
Okay.
And I am trained in stealth.
Mm-hmm.
And but I must have stepped on something loud with a crack. So it was a bit of a bedpost because I rolled a 5.
Okay. All things to do with the golem are level 7.
Level 10?
Level 7. Sorry.
7? It doesn't matter.
level 10, yeah, not quite. But okay. I'm going to say that as you're trying to stealth behind the golem, you step on a mirror.
Yeah.
and the shattering sound of the mirror makes the golem look directly at you. And you get 2 XP, one for you, one for somebody else.
Okay. Well, I think Victor looks like he's beset, so 1 for Victor.
Excellent. And then, if anyone has an HP and wants to re-roll, by all means. All right. And who's next?
Has everyone except me
I'm
gone?
sorry. Top Hat.
Me and Evan have not gone yet, I think.
Yeah. Okay, and Evan.
Okay. What's the? It's a step 7 to hit him.
Sorry, what was that?
Is it a step 7 to hit him?
Yes.
But will you have advantage because of what Mel did, right?
Yes, you do.
Oh no.
What does that ability give you, Mel?
It is your ally's short range. Modify the difficulty of one of the following task types by 1 step to their benefit.
So 1 step.
So
Which attack?
and
Which
I
type
picked
did you
attack.
choose?
Attack.
Okay,
tasks.
perfect. So everything to attack him is 6.
6.
Thank God.
Yeah. This is a 200-foot tall walking used furniture store that's about to attack you. So
He's huge.
Wow.
yeah.
Well, maybe we should be running, actually.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was 200 feet tall.
Oh yeah, and while he's walking towards you, bits of furniture are breaking off of him, but from his feet, every time the pieces fall away, new pieces climb up his legs and take their place.
Well,
Scary.
I like that.
Yeah. All right, so Top Hat, what do you choose to do? Possibly offering him tea might not work, but you know.
You're muted, Evan.
Worth a try.
Yeah, I accidentally muted poor Even. I can't figure out how to unmute the guy. It won't let me.
Oh.
Click his box.
Oh,
I
he's
did.
because he's
Oh,
muted for me. And I
Yeah,
didn't.
he's muted.
Yeah,
Evan,
he
are
had
you
some
there?
pretty
There
gnarly.
we go.
There he is.
There we go.
Excellent.
I shall use Onslaught, which appears as though Mr. Top Hat opens up his teapot and thrusts his fist through it, punching the golem as if a portal had been opened.
Okay. This is a physical attack, or
This is a physical attack, yes.
okay. All right. And just to let you guys know, since this is quite a powerful foe, if you want to, you can spend effort to deal potentially more damage.
Right, well, I got a 6, so it's a miss.
Okay. Reroll if you.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I'll keep my 1 XP.
Okay. I think. What is? Ooh, okay. So you basically punch your hand through a portal,
Indeed.
and you punch. I'm going to say that you punch into the golem, but your hand gets stuck in the body of a table, and you're basically, the splinters are now holding your hand, so you're standing there with your hand through a portal, and your hand is still attached
Is
to the
this
golem.
an intrusion? Ooh. I shall give my XP to Okir before giving the turn to Okir.
It is.
All right. So that makes it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. I will hold my hammer in my 2 hands and charge.
Excellent.
And then, does effort go towards the attack roll or the damage?
Up to you.
You choose.
Okay.
At this point, you have a 2-step advantage, so it was down to level 5, and then Mel cast her spell, so it's a level 4 for you to hit this thing.
Okay.
And so if you want to choose to use effort to cause more damage, then you can do that.
I also am trained in breaking things.
You know, I would say that would work in this situation.
Okay, so what's that put me at?
3. Difficulty 3.
Level 3.
So,
Oh, wow, okay.
question: since I'm kind of holding him still, does everyone get an asset now?
It's more like you're actually being every time he
Grapple.
moves forward, your body is being pushed backwards.
Okay,
I
I'm going
agree.
to spend some effort to increase damage
Good idea.
with this attack.
Okay.
And the
Someone
die roll is a
remind me,
17.
Is it 4 damage?
Yay! +1 damage, 17.
Woohoo!
What's
How
the
much
large
extra
one?
damage is added?
+1.
Plus 1? Okay.
Yeah, 17's +1, and then he did
Yeah.
+3 damage for his effort. So whatever his normal damage, +4.
Minus armor.
So 6 plus 4 is 10.
Good lord, Jesus.
Excellent. His armor is 2, so we're 8 damage. Okay.
Cool.
By the way, where are you aiming?
A leg.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's 200 feet tall.
Toenail.
Good. Excellent. Okay. Who do you choose to go next? This will be top of the round.
Who else is left?
There's no one left. You choose who goes next. You can choose the golem or anybody else.
Round 2.
Oh wait, Jordan, you haven't gone, have you?
Right. So,
Okay.
does Victor see anything that, like, it would be like a focal point for the golem? Because I imagine he'd know enough about how golems would work to know, like, where the core of it would be.
Ooh, make me an intelligence test.
Oh, I hope you make it.
16?
Did you have any step advantage or no?
Let's see. I know I've got building and repairing golems. Would that count as
Oh
training
yeah.
for that? Okay. And let's see. I also have the skill learning new things. Could I use that?
I would say given a chance to given a chance to study this golem when it's not trying to kill you, then yes. But
Good
at the
point.
moment,
Did I guess? Yeah. Unless I spend effort, which unless you allow spending effort after the effect, then I've just got the 16 plus D.
okay, yeah, I would say effort previous to the roll. 16, you said?
Yeah, 16 with the training. Yep.
Okay. And you did have 1 step advantage, so okay. So, but no. Okay. All
So I
right.
would not know.
Yeah. All right. So, what was it you were trying to do? Just trying to study it?
I was trying to figure out if there was like a core piece of it, because then I was gonna tinker with my attractor.
The body of it is so mobile. You can see bits of furniture moving all over it. You know, a chair that was on its leg is now on its arm. The only thing that is stable somewhat is the head, but that's all you see.
I'm going to tinker with my attractor and aim it at the head. Or actually, I just
Okay.
use my attractor.
What does it look like?
Huh?
What does it look like? Your attractor, you said?
I'm gonna say it's like a weird tuning fork.
Okay. All right. And what are you trying to do?
I'm going to try and attract its head to me. This may or may not be a good idea.
All right.
It
I
falls
have to
over.
look at the tractor to see if it has momentum.
This could not end horribly at all.
Right. Okay.
The item has no momentum when it arrives. I am okay.
I will. Make a roll. Trying to attract a part of its head.
Okay. Fuck. So, what's the GM injury thing? Because I rolled a 1. Do I get smacked in the head with a table?
Oh no!
Oh yeah. So,
Yeah,
oh,
bye.
indeed.
Uh-oh.
I just imagine you standing there with your tuning fork, basically aiming at the goal and crying, "Come on, work!" And then, as you're looking down at it, and as you look up, you see a cabinet flying towards you, and you're able to just get out of the way, but it clips you on the side. You are taking 7 might damage.
So I'm incapacitated.
Oh, okay.
Incapacitated or just one step down the damage track?
That's 1 step down the damage track.
Ooh,
Sorry, impaired.
okay.
Sorry, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
That's
that
what I
would be-
meant. It's 1 a.m. So anything I is the same word to me.
Okay, so you're basically sitting down for the rest of this fight. You just and conveniently, as you sit, you fall backwards. You fall into an armchair.
Is it a comfortable armchair?
It's comfy.
A little leather armchair that isn't
I've
currently
got a
trying.
question. Does it look like a modern armchair?
A high-backed armchair, more like I don't know why my mind is failing me. Like the chair in Beauty and the Beast, you know.
Oh, plush but stiff.
Yeah.
So something that fits the time period. I was kind of hoping for an anachronism there,
For what?
or something.
No, but there is actually, in fact, a convenient footstool nearby. That
There we go.
Adam mid fight, Adam is punching furniture, and he, without even turning at you to look at you, he kicks backwards, and a footstool flies away and lands perfectly placed beneath your feet.
Well, at least he's working. He rolls a 17 for his attacks, by the way. So
Okay.
I think he missed, but because I can't spend effort on the companion.
Yeah, he did miss, but he's what he is doing is keeping the furniture away from you.
That works.
See, I'm picturing something like this.
Okay, let's see.
High-backed armchair.
Exactly. So
That's fine.
I feel like it's awesome.
okay. All right. And who goes next, Jordan?
Oh,
Jordan?
did we lose him?
Oh, sorry.
Who goes?
Yeah. Who do you choose to go next?
Oh, we'll go with Mel here.
Okay. From looking at the creature,
Mhm.
this might be a stupid question, but I'm going to ask it anyways. I have terrifying presence, and I'm wondering if I would know by looking at him whether or not it would work on him.
I don't think the furniture is going to be intimidated.
Okay. If that's the case, I'm kind of out of magical things, so I'm just going to try and shoot him.
If you'd like to gain an insight for 3 intelligence, I can give you a weakness.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Then if you spend that, you realize, as you look around, you're desperately trying to figure out what's going on. You realize, oh wait, I'm surrounded by furniture. That thing is made of furniture, lacquered wood, fire.
Oh, duh. Okay, yeah. All right, so with that being the case, I have a lantern.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna turn that thing on and throw it at him.
Okay, I would say this would, for damage purposes, this would count as a heavy weapon.
Okay, which means I have a modifier. So what do I have to hit to make it so?
How much? Well, he's level 7. What is your step advantage? You're down to
Oh,
6.
Jesus.
Well, I have the advantage of encouragement, but I don't know if that still is existing.
How long does it last?
Let's
think it lasts
look
two
it
turns.
up.
It's a channeled ability.
Oh, okay.
So as
So is it
soon
a-
as she stops it, it stops, kind of thing.
So I have to continue to talk.
Oh, does it? Okay, does it last per combat or just till she does an action or something like that?
I believe, as I read it,
It says while you
it
maintain this
lasts until her next action.
Okay.
I'm looking it
Alright,
up
then
right
that's,
now.
yeah,
Let's
then that
see.
would end.
So, while you maintain this ability through ongoing inspire narration, I would assume that she'd have to spend her action on it because it says action at the end.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'm okay. If that's the case, I'm not gonna throw the lantern, and I'm just gonna inspire again. And while I'm inspiring, I'm also gonna let them know. Let's set this guy on fire.
That could be
Okay.
your answer.
Yeah, that would definitely be your. I could imagine you standing there. What the hell do I do? What the hell do I do? Fire! Fire!
Yeah.
Right.
And that'll give them an asset to actually try and kill it.
Excellent.
Okay.
Who do you want to go next?
My man Child's Weight.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay, I see it lock its eyes on me, and
Mhm.
Miss Smith says, "Fire, fire!" So we're in the middle of broken furniture, so I just grab a leg of a broken chair and tie my white handkerchief to it and set it on fire, and then I. You said there's furniture going up and down all the time?
Oh yeah.
I get a ride on one of them going up. And as I go up, breaking it, holding the flame next to it as this piece of furniture takes me up its leg.
Okay, you're hanging onto a step ladder as it walks its way up. As it walks its way up the leg.
Yeah, I'm just going up the ladder.
Okay. All right.
And at the same time as I'm going up next to it, I am keeping the flame touching it.
Okay. So yeah, you're the flame is catching, and you're lighting. Fire is starting to spread along the leg, and you walk up towards the chest, and fire is spreading on the chest, and then the arm that has the sword in it. He basically turns the sword towards himself, and looks like he's about to stab himself and you in order to get you. But as far as damage goes, in order to really hurt him with the fire, we're going to need an attack.
Okay. All right, and
It's in the shower?
would be a miss, so I'm going to spend
No, do you know why though?
Anybody find someone tasty?
I'm going to spend a second experience point to reroll.
Okay.
And I spend all my experience points, and I cannot hit it.
Okay. I'm going to say that the fire is smoldering on his body, but you you have the opportunity next round to get to light some furniture that will cause some real damage.
All right.
All right.
Preparing to do that.
Who do you choose to go next?
Well, let's see. I'm not the golem. Victor hasn't gone yet, has he?
No.
I was the first.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, Victor was the very bottom of the first round, so he's still eligible for second.
Yes, so yeah.
Okay, Victor.
Okay, well, I'm comfortable. But Adam, set yourself on fire and move on to the golem. There's plenty of flames on the leg.
Oh, does he
I'm
have?
gonna have to probably make a roll for him to interact with that.
Definitely, definitely.
Okay,
What-
using the predation rules, they were it was a task free to start with to get them to actually cooperate,
Go for it.
and I got a 13. So yay, he's going to do what I ask.
Your golem is going to light himself on fire and kamikaze his way towards this golem.
He'll be okay. I have a bag of spare parts.
This golem's on fire.
Oh, just anyone who's this is that scene from Princess Bride.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, actually,
It's a pity Adam isn't a female because that girl is on fire.
Horny.
in fact, Adam looks around himself and finds a handcart and basically surfs his way down towards the over the furniture, surfs his way down towards the golem. Oh wow. So how does attacking work with with your golem?
I just rolls, but as far as I know, I can't roll effort in a predation, so I'm gonna hopefully see if he actually hits. But would I be able to exert effort?
I'd say yes.
Now, what effort would I be able to use for him? Because I'd be using my points.
Yeah, I think you'd have to
Wait,
sap into your own. Oh, I'd say you'd have to sap into your own, but you don't have any might to spare, do you?
Well, he could do it from his intellect.
Like, ordering him
from-
around.
We usually
From
go
your
check
intellect,
that.
Yeah, I'd say intellect for that because it's not his own actions; it's him controlling.
True.
Yeah, he's giving a mental verbal command. So
Yeah, go for it.
Oh man, that is great. I rolled an 18, so with effort, that is a 21.
Nice. All right. So he rolls forward and smack, and he's burning as he goes, is he? Or he?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I made him with some fatty material, so he should be like a human candle.
oh wow.
oh no, the smell,
Have
the
this
barbecue smell. Oh.
I have this vision of a large man in a black robe sliding his way in a handcart down here with a tinderbox in his hand, just click, 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 boom, and then hits the leg hits the leg like a bomb, and like a bomb, it actually blows up a portion of the leg, and the golem goes down on one knee. How much damage does he do? The former Adam.
Normally, Adam only does 3 damage with his fists.
I'd say we're going to have to improve that for this this bomb.
You said 6 damage for the fire before.
Yeah, I'd say
So
at least
6 plus 3.
Yeah, 11 damage.
Nice. Now, remember everyone, if you pick up enough parts of Adam, I have spare parts in my bag. I can rebuild him.
Oh wow.
So will this be a reoccurring thing? Light Adam on fire, have him charge in, and then just everyone
Yes.
pick up the pieces? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. There's child weight as your
Yeah.
as the body as the golem, the sword is poised to stab into you, but the explosion on its leg causes it to go down on one knee, and its arm goes out in front of it to stop it from falling.
I like that.
And as you're hanging on to the step ladder, a burning arm floats up right next to you, spins around once or twice, and then falls to the ground.
It looks like Adam.
The burning arm still holding a tinderbox in its hand.
Your arm.
He's got like this little Zippo lighter.
Oh, also, everyone, as you're looking around, you can see that the fire is spreading amongst the other furniture,
Uh-oh.
and the golem is now well alight.
I think I might have to get off soon.
Yeah.
Find the pieces of Adam quick. Let his sacrifice not be in vain.
Okay.
I saw an arm go by.
All right. Who next?
That was whose turn was it?
So I'm gonna say Ryan. He hasn't gone yet, right?
Yay! I've actually got a
Either.
couple questions.
Yes.
One, I don't know. I cannot find this cipher you gave me, the Curse Bringer.
Oh, okay. One second.
I've looked in both the Numenera core and in my technology compendium for it.
Oh, I think we're looking for the
Page 348. The curse bringer can be activated when given to an individual who doesn't realize its significance. Next time the victim attempts an important task when the cipher is in her possession, the difficulty of the task is modified by 3 steps to her detriment.
What page was that on?
348 of the Cypher core book.
Oh, Cypher core. Oh, that's why I can't find it. I did not realize that it was in the Cypher core book. All right, so we're going to go.
Yeah, sorry. All the ciphers that all ciphers that I roll will be from the core book, unless otherwise noted.
Individual. I don't think this will count. Okay, so that's 3 steps to their detriment. Wow. Okay, I actually had some pretty awesome ciphers then. My second thing is to call upon my magical training and knowledge to figure out a way to defeat this golem. Would that require an action, or can I just do that action?
I'll give it to you as a reactive. A part of your main action is to figure out what's going on with it.
Okay. So it's a level. What do you want me to roll? Do you want me to roll versus its CR or something different?
Yeah, versus its level. So.
Okay, so it's a level 7. I'm trained in understanding it, so it's a 6. If I spend effort, or I could just do what everyone else is doing and try and light something on fire.
Stepmothers are great.
A little bit longer. Yeah, just leave those on for me. Probably another 15 minutes at that.
Oh, you want this on?
Yeah, could you leave? Thank you. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna whip my pistol out, and I'm going to attempt to shoot the mirrors for its eyes or its head.
Okay. Is this a double-barreled pistol?
I'm assuming I'm not sure what kind of pistol. It would either be like a single shot reload kind of pistol, or maybe a double barrel pistol.
If you choose, it can be that.
I'll probably say a double barreled pistol. That way I could get the 2 shots off before I have to sit down and reload the darn thing.
That's what I was thinking. You're aiming for
so it's a CR7. I'm aiming for the mirrors. Yeah.
Okay.
Aiming for the mirrors. So I'm encouraged. So it's level 6. It's a light weapon, so it's a level 5, and I'll spend some effort for speed, so it's level 4.
Go for it.
Okay, and then 1d20. I did not make it. I missed by 1. I rolled an 11.
Okay. So as you
you know what? Why don't I go ahead and spend an XP and reroll?
Okay.
There we go. Rolled a 16.
Perfect. And you're aiming for the mirrors?
Yes, I'm aiming for one of the mirrors. Yes.
And you as you fire, the mirror shatters, and the golem reacts. It starts flailing around, and it's moving its head more towards the left side, where the left mirror is broken, in order to compensate.
Okay.
How much damage is that?
It's only 2 points.
There should be good. Don't worry. Your dog will be alive.
Wait, doesn't he have 2 armor?
Yes, he does.
Cooper's been doing some random
So
stuff.
yeah, It does break the mirror, but it doesn't really harm it. Other than that,
Harm it. Right. Okay. Oh, I need to pick. Who has not gone yet? Oh, Twiggy hasn't gone yet, has he?
yes.
Nope.
You're smashing into the leg, right, Twiggy?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll go ahead.
Probably the unburning leg at the moment.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will do the same thing I did last time. I will swing, and I will swing hard, and I will spend effort for damage.
Definitely go for it.
What's a 15? Okay. So I think that's still a hit, right?
15's a hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how much damage were you spending for?
It's a heavy plus effort.
Okay, how much?
So
Plus smashing, so +1.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what
Heavy is 4 damage.
heavy
I think
is
it's
6, but I don't know what the effort applies to it.
That
Effort
gives you
is
another
3.
3.
So
So
9.
you have a total of 10 damage. Basically.
Oh. Okay.
Or was it 10 damage from before with an 18?
It
I
was,
had
yeah,
It
it
was
was
9 damage this time.
9 damage.
Okay. Armor reduces that to 7. But yeah, you. I will let you know that the golem is not looking very well at the moment. Which is a bit of an understatement, since part of its left leg is gone. The rest of that left leg is on fire. The rest of its chest is on fire. It's got a man hanging onto its chest with a burning brand in his hand.
Yeah.
And there is a stone fairy smashing into his leg with a hammer. So yeah, he looks a bit angry. And I believe that leaves Evan and the golem left to go.
Golem can go first.
Okay. All right. So the golem looks down on you all, and he swings his sword in such a way that the arc of the sword is going to take all 3 of you that are nearby. So that's John, Oki, and who else is near the feet?
I'm not near the feet, but I'm sure he can get at me.
I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of charged in, so maybe me. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely.
Oh,
Okay,
great.
so yeah, it's basically going to try and attack all 3 of you at once. So I'm going to need speed defense roll.
I'm going to be spending effort.
Okay.
I have no armor.
And it didn't matter.
Okay. By the way, out of character, this game, the Cypher system, is a joy to run.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it?
Oh boy. Okay. I rolled a 2.
I got
Ooh. All right. So
Oh man, should I even bother spending effort? All right, so I'm trained in speed defense rolls. So I'm not wearing armor. I have a shield, which grants me an asset to all speed defense rolls.
Mhm.
So, and it's a level 7. So if I spend effort, then I'll drop it down to a tier 4. So I'll spend effort on speed.
Mhm.
So that means I have to make a 12 or higher. 1d20. I succeed.
Okay.
Well done.
All right. For those of you that did not succeed,
Yes.
7 damage coming your way. Yeah. All right. And
It's
the
okay.
golem is going to.
It's reduced to
Evan,
4.
it's your turn.
All right. My character is going to scream out in pain before flinging a cup of tea into the teapot and trying to avoid my hand, which is still stuck in the table.
Okay. I'm going to say. So are you flinging the teapot at the golem or no?
I'm flinging a cup of tea through the teapot because the teapot is the portal.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so you're
And trying to avoid my hand.
okay, and you're attacking it with the tea.
I am.
Okay, and I'm going to say that because the golem is not expecting this, that you're going to get an asset for this attack. Because no one expects to have boiling tea poured on them. Not even 200-foot tall furniture golems. And so, this is one step in your advantage from that, one from Mel, and one from anything else you happen to have.
I really hope I don't roll a 1 because I'm pretty sure the tea would douse the flame.
Don't roll
Why'd
it.
you give him that idea?
Oh, no. I'll let you know that GM intrusion, that would be exactly what happens. Oh, are you
So-
spending any effort for damage or no?
No, but I rolled a 19.
Oh, very nicely.
So my minor is that he becomes tripped. Let me get the exact wording.
Okay.
Becomes
Well,
what?
I'm going to let you know that. How much damage was that total?
4 damage, B4 armor.
Okay, then you actually tell me how you kill it.
Somebody
With the
catch
tea.
me.
Give me a minute. Alright, so a small rabbit appears as if from out of nowhere and hops right behind its only good leg.
A rabbit.
The golem, surprised by the
And
splash of hot tea, jumps backwards in pain and trips over the rabbit, falling
Falling
to a complete collapse of rubble.
With me.
Oh,
With whoever's on it, with my hand
Oh, boy.
still stuck in it.
and as it falls back, Evan, your character is launched into the air and basically flying forward, following the your arm through the portal. Oh,
So is my character now flying through the air?
you are indeed. Your arm still vanished and through a portal somewhere. And I'm going to say that with the death of the furniture golem and Evan midair and child weight still falling to who knows what fate, that we are going to wrap up this session of the game.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh,
Just in time.
excellent. All right. Yeah, I cannot wait to carry on with this one.
So fun.
You guys have fun?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is this your first time running the Cypher system?
This is my first time running the Cypher
You're
system.
doing wonderful.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
If you have any questions, I've run the Cypher system now for about 2 to 3 years. So, well, not 2 to 3. I've run Numenera for like 2 to 3 years, and just recently started running the Cypher system because it's a better character generation system.
Yeah, I just I found the Cypher system cheat sheet for Numenera and Lestrange from the Alexandrian website, and that has been immensely useful.
But yeah, the cheat sheet is immensely helpful for new players. Even the GM. Yeah, I actually give that out to my players at the first start of any campaign. I'm like, refer to this as many times and as often as you can. If you can commit this to memory, you will have a much better time at the game.
But yeah, I definitely
Yeah,
want to.
my table.
Sorry, what was that? John?
I have a copy of it for my table too. It's a good document to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was fun, but I have to get going.
Okay.
If there's any thing you need to fill us in on, you can just do it on
No, just
Messenger.
we'll figure out in chat when
Sure.
when we join up next time.
All right. Thank you very much. Bye.